Christmas is meant to be a season of warmth, celebration, and joy, a time when families come together under glowing lights and shared traditions. But this year, something feels different. Beneath the sparkle and smiles, an unspoken heaviness has quietly settled in. Breaking news has captured the attention of fans across the country as an emotional shadow appears to fall over one of America's most loved television couples, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. Known for their laughter, resilience, and enduring love, the couple is facing a Christmas marked not just by celebration, but by reflection, vulnerability, and grief. This is not a story of scandal or sudden tragedy. It is something more human, more real, a reminder that even the brightest stars carry hidden emotional weight, especially during the holidays.
Breaking news: an emotional Christmas for Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. Kelly Ripa has spent decades lighting up American mornings with her humor, optimism, and authenticity. As the longtime co-host of Live, she has become more than a television personality. She's a familiar presence in millions of homes. Alongside her husband, Mark Consuelos, Kelly has often shared glimpses of a life filled with love, laughter, and family traditions. But this Christmas season, fans have noticed a shift. Subtle changes in tone, emotional reflections, moments of pause where laughter once flowed freely. While Kelly and Mark continue to show strength in public, their words and expressions hint at a season shaped by loss, memory, and deep emotional reflection. For many viewers, this realization has been both surprising and relatable.
The holiday season often amplifies emotions. Joy becomes brighter, but sadness can feel heavier. For Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, Christmas has always been about family, their children, shared memories, and traditions built over decades. This year, however, the season appears to carry a quieter tone. Kelly has spoken openly in recent conversations about how time changes perspective. As children grow older, parents age, and life evolves, holidays no longer feel the same. There is joy, yes, but also remembrance, and sometimes grief. Fans have interpreted Kelly's recent emotional moments as a reflection of this reality, the realization that certain chapters of life don't last forever. For public figures like Kelly and Mark, personal grief is rarely loud. It doesn't always come with announcements or dramatic statements. Often, it shows up in silence, in thoughtful pauses, softened smiles, and carefully chosen words. This Christmas, Kelly's reflections have centered on gratitude mixed with longing. Gratitude for what remains, longing for moments, people, and times that can't be relived. Mark Consuelos, known for his steady and supportive presence, has remained by her side, quietly strong, emotionally grounded, and protective of their family's privacy. Together, they present a powerful image, a couple navigating life's emotional complexities while remaining united. Viewers are incredibly perceptive, especially when it comes to someone as familiar as Kelly Ripa. Social media has been filled with messages of concern, empathy, and support. Many fans have shared their own experiences, saying Kelly's emotional openness this Christmas mirrors what they're feeling in their own lives. Comments like, "Holidays are hard when you're missing someone. Kelly's honesty makes me feel less alone." Even strong people feel grief, especially at Christmas. Rather than distancing her audience, Kelly's vulnerability has drawn people closer. It's important to understand that grief doesn't always mean loss in the way headlines suggest. Sometimes it's about change, about time passing, about realizing that life is moving forward, whether we're ready or not. Kelly Ripa has often spoken about how motherhood, marriage, and career have shaped her identity. As her children grow more independent and life enters a new phase, the emotional weight of reflection becomes stronger, especially during holidays. This Christmas, that reflection feels especially present. If there's one thing fans admire most about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, it's their relationship. Built over decades, their marriage has endured fame, challenges, and change. During emotionally complex times like this Christmas, that bond becomes even more important. Mark's quiet support, often visible through subtle gestures and shared moments, speaks volumes. Together, they remind fans that grief doesn't weaken love, it deepens it. Kelly's emotional presence this Christmas has unintentionally delivered a powerful message. It's okay not to feel okay during the holidays. In a season often portrayed as endlessly joyful, her honesty offers comfort to those struggling silently. It reminds people that behind every smile may be a story, and that vulnerability is not weakness. For many fans, this has been one of Kelly's most meaningful moments yet. This breaking news update isn't about rumors or shock. It's about connection, about seeing a public figure navigate emotions that millions experience privately. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos aren't stepping away from the spotlight, they're simply showing a more human side of life this Christmas. And in doing so, they've reminded fans that grief, reflection, and love often exist together. As Christmas continues, Kelly and Mark remain focused on family, gratitude, and resilience. While this season may feel heavier, it also carries meaning, a reminder to cherish what we have now. For fans watching from afar, their journey offers comfort, understanding, and a quiet sense of hope. Because even under the shadow of grief, love still shines. As this emotional Christmas story continues to unfold, one thing becomes clear. Behind every public smile, there is a very human heart. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have reminded us that even in moments of success and celebration, emotions can quietly run deep, especially during the holidays. If this story touched you, you are not alone. Christmas can bring joy, but it can also bring memories, longing, and reflection. Sometimes, simply knowing that someone else understands makes all the difference. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever experienced a holiday that felt heavier than expected? Your story might help someone else feel less alone. If this update moved you, please hit the like button. It helps more people see stories that remind us of empathy, understanding, and connection. And don't forget to share this video with someone who may need a moment of comfort this Christmas season. Together, let's turn emotion into connection and remind each other that even in difficult moments, compassion still brings us closer. Thank you for being part of this community.